Good afternoon and welcome to Quays News. I'm Benny Fidamore.
And I'm Ryan Dennis. Coming up on today's show, 6 men arrested after a shooting in Manchester's gay village. Police say the incident was targeted.
The government is considering banning social media for under-16s. We hear the reactions from the people of Salford.
A dramatic Traitors finale gets people talking across Greater Manchester.
Harry Styles announces new music and a Manchester performance. Fans share their reactions.
And questions over why a Media City sports pitch has closed until further notice.
But first, police are continuing their investigation after a shooting in Manchester's gay village.
6 men have been arrested following the incident, which happened in the early hours of Saturday morning.
Our reporter Faith Ferrety has the latest.
6 men have been arrested after a shooting in Gay Village early Saturday morning. With a man in his 20s being hospitalised with a gunshot wound to the leg, police are continuing their investigations. A statement was released by Carl Austin Bean, chair of GMP Independent Advisory Group. He said, "I would like to reassure Greater Manchester's LGBTQ+ community that based on all the information we have received, this was not a targeted attack on Manchester's gay village or our community." While Greater Manchester Police have confirmed that this was a targeted attack and not a hate crime against the LGBTQIA community, concerns for club goers are more prominent now than ever. Club goers across the city have voiced their concerns about clubbing after the attack.
It's scary. They were saying it wasn't a hate crime, what I've heard, but it feels a bit personal, especially in the area it was done in and things like that. And you do think twice. Well, even just moving to uni here, straight away, we were when first time going out clubbing, I was nervous because it is a bigger city, and we're from just a small town up north. The clubbing isn't it's not as scary, if you know what I mean. Yeah. But then it's got more of an open scene here, Gay Village, which is more comfortable for
you feel
young.
safer.
Yeah. But after hearing about it, it was a bit scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Some feel more secure now due to increased police presence around the village.
Definitely a little bit more wary going out after that. But I always think when something like that happens, it's the security around the place ups a bit more. Like I seen on the pages, they had police presence up and down Gay Village after that, which made me feel a bit more safe.
GMP have said officers from the city centre will be providing constant and visible reassurance in the area over the coming days.
The government has launched a consultation on whether children under the age of 16 should be banned from using social media.
The proposals follow a similar move in Australia and have sparked strong reactions from parents, young people and experts.
Maisie Simmons has been finding out what people in Salford think.
For millions of teenagers, social media isn't just about entertainment. It's a way to connect with friends, learn about the world and express who you are. However, there have been concerns about mental health, online abuse and addictive algorithms, which are fueling calls for a ban of social media for under 16s. A ban in Australia has already been put in place and the UK government could be following them, taking away social media for under 16s. So what do the people of Salford think?
Social media can be a really positive place, a good way to chat with your friends, kind of post about your life, but I think ultimately it does more damage than it does a benefit for people.
I don't think it should be banned. You know, I've got a 14-year-old lad, so he's addicted to TikTok and stuff like that. I think it's how it's used in terms of stuff, there's loads of educational uses and things like that. I think if you're going down the route of banning it is really, I think, parental responsibility.
Social media, my only comment really is about the dangers of it potentially going underground if there's a blanket ban. So we have to be very careful how you put that in place.
I think it should be banned. I don't like it. I use it, but if it wasn't there, it'd be better.
As the government debate continues, questions remain about how this ban would work in practice. I spoke to Cosima from FlipGen, a youth digital wellbeing movement, to hear their perspective on the potential ban.
I think our position is that a ban is a really blunt solution to a really complex problem. I think what's sort of being lost in a lot of the press is that the organisations who are saying that a ban isn't the right approach are not saying there isn't a problem. They're just saying that there's a better way through, because the ban as it stands on its own doesn't create any incentive for platforms to change at all. It's just ban it, blanket ban, leave it, done.
It's been found that 19% of 3 to 5-year-olds have their own mobile phone, and those who are 13 to 15 use social media the most. So what can parents do when dealing with their children online?
For me, having being able to like make space to have conversations about it is really important, because I know when I was a kid, like I was at like a boarding school some of the time, and like we didn't have really anyone to speak to on that, just because it wasn't like the setup. And so like a lot of us are then like facing that, and I don't think that's the case for like any kid, right? If you don't have someone you think understands what you're going through, you're probably not going to talk to them.
The House of Lords has backed the ban, winning with 260 votes, but the government will try to overturn this. But for now, social media will be available for the under-16s.
After weeks of plotting, persuasion and suspicion, the latest series of The Traitors came to a dramatic end on Friday night.
The finale drew millions of viewers and plenty of strong opinions.
From loyal faithfuls to perfectly timed betrayals, it seems timing, not loyalty, made all the difference.
Charlotte Corrie went out to see how viewers in Salford and Manchester reacted.
The Traitors 2026 came to an end last Friday, shocking the audience with an emotional ending. Not only is this the first time that two traitors have won the show, but Rachel is the first female traitor to come home with a prize.
£175.
Series 4 of The Traitors has come to an end, with Rachel and Stephen winning the finale. Since Celebrity Traitors, the show has risen in popularity, with everyone, including myself, watching. I'm here in Salford Quays Media City to find out people's opinions on whether they thought Rachel and Stephen should have won.
It was phenomenal, absolutely amazing. I loved it. It had all the right twists and turns that I wanted and things that I didn't expect. So yeah, and the cliffhangers were just out this world. Normally I'm Team Faithful, but this time I ended up being Team Traitor.
Yeah, as an introduction I would say it was really interesting, and it's definitely got me wanting to carry on watching it. It's been really interesting seeing how people have covered it up, the just kind of seeing the strategies to like defend themselves, I suppose.
I think the first like 4 episodes weren't great. I didn't think the cast was that good.
I think at first I wanted Faraz to win, but then when because he was doing really well and he's got a good personality and I enjoyed watching him, but then when he got voted out, I wanted Rachel and Stephen to win, because they'd had so many like setbacks and they still managed to keep going. So yeah, they did really well and they deserved to win, I think.
With shocking twists and last-minute betrayals, The Traitors has once again proven why it remains to be one of the most talked about shows. Charlotte Corrie, Quays News.
From reality TV drama to pop stardom, Harry Styles is back in the spotlight.
The Cheshire-born singer has announced new music and a return to Manchester ahead of a major performance later this year.
For fans, it might feel like a sign of the times, but is the new sound something great?
Georgia Rutter went to find out.
Harry Styles, you may know him, or you may know him. His roaring return to the music industry after a 3-year hiatus following his Love on Tour has caused quite a stir in the
A floodlit all-weather sports pitch at Media City UK has closed until further notice.
The site is usually used for a five-a-side football and netball games, but questions remain over why it's currently out of action.
Bix Williams went to find out more.
Does this site seem familiar? A pitch with no players? Well, if you're around Media City, this may be the case. Behind me is the pitch, an AstroTurf facility which was installed to offer many options in the heart of Media City. The facility prided itself in hosting football and netball, but now it's closed until further notice. Well, that's at least what the website states, so I did some investigating to find out more. I posed as a member of the public, writing to the Media City email inquiring why the pitch was closed and if it's possible to make a reservation. I received this response. Unfortunately, the pitch football facility is closed due to extensive damage it sustained over the winter period, making it unsafe to use. As part of our plans to refresh the public realm, we're looking at potential alternatives for a multi-use space, and it will be reopened once approved. As you can see, the pitch doesn't actually really look too unplayable. I mean, the nets look a little rugged, but from a turf perspective, it looks very likely that you could play football on it. What caught my attention from the email was that the damage was sustained during the winter, so I found archived footage from the website over the past few months. In September 2025, the same message read, which is currently there now, so could there be an ulterior motive? Having a sporting area here in an area where it's so deprived could be integral into breeding a real community area around Media City, which honestly it is lacking. But time will only tell when this space becomes available. So for now, all we can do is wait. Bix Williams, Quays News.
Now it's time for the latest sports news from across Salford and Greater Manchester.
Here's Sophie Cohen's.
This week in the local sports news has been eventful, with both Manchester United and Manchester City winning their games. Manchester United took on Arsenal, who are currently sitting on top of the league, and won 3-2 under their new management with Michael Carrick. Manchester City also has a victory against Wolves this weekend, where they defeated them in an action-packed 2-0 win. This left Salford City to play on Tuesday. Ultimately, they lost to Chesterfield 1-0 in the last-minute goal by their own player Brandon Cooper. Moving on to the ice hockey, the Manchester Storms beat Belfast Giants, who have been brilliant this season. The final score ended 3-2 on Sunday, preparing them for their upcoming game against the Sheffield Steelers on the 31st of January. In terms of Salford society sports, it was a disappointing week with losses in games such as men's basketball, where Salford's First played Bradford's Firsts. Salford men's football went up against UCFB, as well as in rugby union against UClan Firsts. Finally, Tyson Fury recently announced his upcoming fight against Makhmudov, this taking place on April 11th, only streaming on Netflix. Will you be streaming the Fury and Benny fight, Ryan?
I'm not a fan of boxing, so I probably won't be. I don't like boxing at all. I think it's too aggressive for me.
I think I'll be watching it.
You will be watching it?
Yeah, Tyson Fury's return.
Perfect.
We'll be back to that.
And finally, the weather.
Here's Neela Ramsuj with your forecast for the Salford and Greater Manchester.
This weekend will start cloudy with patchy rain. As the day progresses, the rain will gradually clear north, especially in the afternoon. Some sunny spells could develop, but also a few isolated showers. It will be a breezier day on Monday, with extensive cloud, but generally staying dry.
That's all from us today. Thank you for joining us.
From everyone here at Quays News, we hope you have a very good weekend.
Goodbye.